We've got a woman who is the first, I believe, vice president-elect in the United States. So technically, she should be the next vice president. And there's no articles talking about this topic of her sleeping her way to the top. She had several appointments given to her with an older gentleman she was sleeping with, who was 60 at the time, and she was 29. Oh, man. Does it get any better than that? 4 years ago, was it 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was, when Trump was running for president, there was all kinds of stuff in the media about, grab her by the pee, blah, blah, blah. It was all over the media. It was a guy in a locker room that happened to get recorded. Was it a inappropriate comment for somebody running for president? Whatever, you guys decide. But at the end of the day, he was having a private conversation. So let's dive into Kamala Harris's private life a little bit to see how she rose to power. And I find it curious myself watching this unfold in Canada as to why nobody's talking about how she slept her way to the top. Or let's just soften that a little bit. Let's just say she had a little bit of help. She had a lot of help along the way, if we can put it that way. So this is her, in case you don't know who she is and you've lived under a rock the last few weeks or months. Now, again, this article is from 2019. There's nothing current in the media right now, right? Like if I were to, let's pop up here and go Kamala. The first thing that comes up is affair. Harris. I'm just going to leave it blank and hit news and see if there's anything in the news this week. Nothing about the shortcuts she took, sleeping her way to the top. This guy, Willie Brown. What was his name? Willie Brown? That gave her several appointments. Nothing. It's completely dismissed. None of the media is talking about it. All right, let's go back over here. So this is an old piece from 2019. And the San Francisco mayor at the time, Willie Brown, addressed his past relationship with Senator Kamala Harris in a letter to a paper, San Francisco Chronicle, acknowledging giving her appointments. So this is a plural. We're not talking about an appointment. We're talking about more than one that furthered her career. Yes, we dated. It was more than 20 years ago, wrote Brown, who said he had been peppered with calls. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Harris did not respond at the time. Brown was married at the time he and Harris dated. Now, he was estranged. So, yes, he was legally married to his wife, Blanche Brown, but they had not been together. So they weren't in a official, sounds like cohabitating type of marriage. So he was out of that, probably separated. But anyway, he was legally married at the time. So he says the relationship was not kept secret. A Sacramento Bee reporter told people that Brown had a succession of girlfriends. So this Willie Brown, the mayor of San Francisco, and would go to a party with his wife on one arm and his girlfriend on another. This guy's a pimp. In 1994, Los Angeles Times report, then California Assembly Speaker Brown's rush to hand out patronage jobs. So this guy, Willie Brown, described Harris as Brown's frequent companion. So they were definitely banging at the time. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any denial of that. They were in a relationship, according to this. And several people refer to her as Brown's girlfriend. Again, she was 29, dude was 60. Now, why do you think, let's just grab our beards here and pet them a little bit and think to ourselves, why do you think a 29-year-old aspiring politician / lawyer was interested in a 60-year-old? Was it because of Alpha Seed? Was it because he was rock hard? I don't think so. I'm sure there was something else there. Let's keep going. The couple split up in 1995, which flabbergasted those who found Kamala the perfect antidote to whatever Playboy tendency still resided in the mayor-elect's jaunty persona. Although Brown supported Harris in her successful 2003 run for San Francisco. Corrupt allegations, albatross hanging around my neck, career was over. How many times did he get her appointed? Oh, 2 jobs. Here we go. Among the issues that followed Harris from her time with Brown was the allegation of cronyism and an appointment of her 2 well-paying jobs. Yes, I may have influenced her career by appointing her to 2 state commissions when I was an assembly speaker. From 1980 to 1995, this guy definitely had an influence on Kamala Harris's ascension to her position. Twice, in fact. So not just once, but twice. Brown appointed Harris to the California Unemployment Insurance Appeals Board and then the Medical Assistance Commission. So this chick got 2 appointments from her 60-year-old boyfriend. She's 30 years younger than this dude, and she's going for it. Positions that paid her more than $400,000 over 5 years. Is that $400,000 a year? Who wrote this article? You need to clarify that. Or is that $400,000 over the 5 years in total? Seems like it's over the 5 years, so it wouldn't be a huge amount of money. Brown also gave Harris a BMW. Well, 2 jobs in a BMW. Strong, independent woman made it to the top with the help of Willie Brown, her 30-year senior boyfriend. Look at that. And I certainly helped her first race for district. So he's admitting here that he helped her win races for district attorney in San Fran. I helped her careers house. He's also helped the careers of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Oh God. The difference that Harris is the only one who, after I helped her, sent word. Okay, so this is interesting here. The difference is that Harris is the only one who, after he helped her, sent word that he would be indicted. So this is Willie Harris, her 30-year senior boyfriend, if he so much as jaywalked while she was the DA. That's politics for you. And that's it. Well, I find this interesting as hell. I don't know about you guys, but you know, she clearly had a lot of help getting to where she got to. I'm sure everybody that ascends to a position of political influence in their lives has some help along the way. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But, you know, when you're banging a guy that's 31 years your senior, who's married with 3 kids, I mean, estranged married, let's just clarify that so it's not confusing. But, you know, to get these appointments, I don't think she earned it on her own, or entirely on her own, if we can put it that way. But yeah, that's Kamala Harris and her appointments. There was another article here that I dug up because there was some confusion. And capacity speaker, Brown appointed her. Yeah, it was 2 political posts. First to the California Unemployment Insurance Appeals Board, then Medical Assistance Commission. What was false about that? Harris had been estranged from his wife for more. So Harris was not with his wife for more than a decade. Yet in that prior article, people were talking about how he would show up at parties with his wife on one arm and his girlfriend on the other. So I don't know. You guys decide what you think of that. She clearly found some beta need there that helped her along the way. He was not alpha C. There's no doubt about that. There's no 60-year-old man that's rock hard. So he didn't fulfill that part of the hypergamy equation. It was all beta need.